Hey babes, so today I thought I would do an updated how I edit my Instagram photos. If you want to see how I edit my layouts / how I get my layout background so white, then this is not the video for you. I'm going to be doing my travel photos, but if you want to check out how I edit my layouts, then I will link the video right here for you. So anyways, with that, let's get started. So the two photos I'm going to do for you are this one from Zion Canyon and this one from some sand dunes. Basically, this is the before, this is the after, and here again, this is the before, and this is the after. So the reason why I chose these two photos is because this one from Zion is super bright, and so it doesn't take a ton of editing, but this one is really dark. The subject, which is me, of course, is really dark in comparison to the background, so I just wanted to show you how I tweak my photos so that they look very similar. So with that, I will get started with this photo. So first, I will use VSCO Cam. I'm going to start with the Zion photo, and I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite filter, which is C8. And I really like this filter because it causes that sky to look kind of a teal blue, which is my favorite color. So that's why I like that. And then to boost the color a little bit, I'm going to add some contrast. I'm just going to do 1. So it kind of deepens up those shadows, which I really like. And now that I look at it, because I'm using that contrast, I think that I actually want to go back and I'm going to change that down to a +9 instead. So as you can see, it'll turn that sky back to a more normal blue color. If you want it really teal, I mean, you could add it up, which I think is really pretty, but I think I'm gonna go for a more natural sky color. So that's why I'm gonna take it down to 9 after the contrast. And then I'm going to add a little bit of grain because I think grain really gives a vintage kind of vibe to the photo. So I'm just going to add 2 here because I don't like it too obvious. But if you do want to add more, I think it just adds that extra quality. So here's 2. And then I'm done with this photo. So that one's super simple because the subject was so bright already. So now I'm going to show you how I edit something where the subject is a lot darker. So obviously I'm going to start out with brightening the photo. I like the brightening in After Effects way more than I like the brightening in VSCO Cam. So I'm going to take this up to 50 because as you can see, the brighter I get, the more the blue sky disappears, and I really want that blue sky in my photo. I think that it kind of depends on what you want when you look at your photo. If you, let's say for this photo, if you wanted the sand to be the focus point, then maybe you don't care so much about the sky, so you might want to turn it all the way up. But either way, I'm going to keep that at 50. And then I'm just going to save that. I'm going to go back in with VSCO Cam and add that. So now I'm going to go in with that exact same filter, which is C8, and then I'm going to take it down a little bit because again, that I still want that blue sky to look kind of more natural. And then I'm going to save that again. And I'm going to go back in with Afterlight because I like to color my photos with Afterlight. So now that I have a nice coloring to my photo, I'm just going to brighten this even more and add more color to it. So I'm going to add a little bit more brightness, and then I'm going to add a little bit of exposure because I want to make myself lighter. So as you can see, I started out pretty dark, and then now with the exposure turned up, I'm getting brighter. So also because it is sandy and because it kind of has that warm quality to it because of the sand, I'm going to add a little bit of warmth to the photo. I also could go with a cooler tone photo. Sometimes I do turn the temperature up, but because my hair here on the side is in the sunlight, I think that a warm quality to the photo would look really nice. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to add a little bit of saturation so that I get some more blue into the photo and have that sky start to turn blue, as well as my jeans. So then to add that vintage feel again, I'm just going to add some grain. I usually keep it at 50, but sometimes I turn it down to 25. I think in this case, I'm going to turn it down to 25 so that it doesn't look quite so obvious on the grain. So yeah, basically that's how I edit my Instagram photos. I kind of just manipulate them based on how I feel about the photo. So if I think the photo is really bright, you know, I won't do as much work on it, but if I think that the photo is really dark, I will try to kind of manipulate the photo so that it matches that kind of tealish blue feel that I have on my Instagram. So if you're wondering about my travel photos, hopefully this answers your questions. So if you liked this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more of me, and thank you so much for watching.